guys, welcome back to our channel. It is Tay.
And Garrett.
From Garrett and Tay. Today we're doing a Q&A. So we asked you to ask us some questions on my Instagram at Taylor Christianson. If you want to follow Garrett, use at Garrett Terrell. We have a lot, so we'll try to get through as many as we can. I'm house sitting right now. That's why we're in this house that you don't recognize. And they have big German Shepherds, so there's a lot of hair. He's super allergic.
I don't know if I'm allergic to dogs or like pet dandruff.
Or like cuteness or love. So he's probably gonna be like sniffling and sneezing, but he's not that disgusting. He just has allergies. Mikey, his cousin said, who has the most speeding tickets?
I definitely do, but I've had 2 deferred. The one that put me over the edge was last summer. It was like a 70. I think I was going 93 or 94 or something.
95. You were 25 over the speed limit.
I think it was like 92. But I got a $450 speeding ticket.
I only have one. Okay. Mine was also 23 over the speed limit, but mine was deferred.
I've had 2 deferred. This one is Kaylee Dale. If you could choose one crime to never get arrested for, what crime would you commit? Definitely a bank robbery. Like, I feel like if you could pull off a bank heist, like those movies. Bad that you just said that. What was that one movie?
With the old guys?
Yes.
Just wait. I don't remember, but yeah.
You guys know what movie I'm talking about, because that movie is incredible.
Kate Mariah said, do you ever feel nervous about getting married young? I would love to be married younger. No, but I think when you find the right person, like, it just makes sense and it's not scary. Yeah, and there's no point in waiting if you already know. I mean, a little mushy. Evard, Catalina. Okay. For Garrett, since when do you know that Taylor is the woman of your life? I knew it pretty dang early, probably the first day we hung out. We just clicked and she was really easy to talk to, and I don't know, when you just know, you know. There's no way to explain it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, fast forward in time. The owner ended up coming home from dog sitting, which is fine. But I thought she wasn't coming home till 5. She came home a little early, but then we said hi to her, and obviously we're not gonna finish the vlog at her house. So we came to Garrett's house because... finishing it here. Yeah. Best quality about each other from Gabriella_MB. I would say your best quality, well, there's so many. Okay, overall, your best quality is you're determined. Thank you. Yep. There's tons of great qualities, don't get me wrong. But yeah, don't get them wrong. One that stands out to me that doesn't stand out to other people is she adapts well to situations. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Wanna go say hi?
Look at how little her legs are. They're so small.
She's so cute. We love her so much.
Patrizia Geranio. Any advice for not overthinking everything in a relationship? I wouldn't say you should overthink, but you should definitely be like transparent with your significant other. Significant other? Significant other. So you shouldn't really have to overthink things. That's probably from a lack of trust or a lack of communication. So that's exactly what I was gonna say. If I'm overthinking about something and I bring it up to Garrett, then we're both on the same page about it. He can like bring clarity to the problem. So if you bring it up to your significant other, and they like make you feel crazy, sketch. Yeah. Sketchy. Caroline Simmons. Best advice for keeping a relationship interesting and to keep from getting used to it. Always doing fun stuff. New stuff. New stuff. I think it just comes with like when you're in love. Yeah. And I think if someone's really your best friend, then I don't know how you'd be bored. Like, you need chemistry. Not that that can like sail you through life. Some of a relationship is choosing to love them, obviously, but a lot of it is chemistry. If you don't have chemistry with someone, you can't force it. You'll get bored really fast. But a lot of it, you can try new things. You both have to be willing. Ella Renee 22. Is it hard keeping a strong foundation with God while trying to open a business? No, because, you know, I think if you tithe, then I think God's always going to take care of your business. I would say that's something that I've been super aware of since the beginning. If you're not a Christian, you might not be familiar with this concept, but like a lot of Christians say, you know, like your success comes from God, and like nothing's impossible with God, obviously. So from the start of opening a business and starting a business and even my YouTube channel, I've always prayed that like God's will be done. If it's supposed to grow and be huge, then it's gonna do that as long as I glorify Him. Sometimes it's easy to work really, really hard and think like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing such a good job, but
a lot of the things I would say also with your real estate, like we've walked into a lot of blessings, and I think it's very much because we've prayed throughout the whole process, like this is what we want to do, and if it's your will, God, then he'll make it work and he'll align things and give you opportunities.
I believe if you tithe, you will always have enough.
What are your goals as a couple? This is gonna be really cheesy, but like we're both business minded, obviously. I want our businesses to be successful. I want us to have a good relationship with God, obviously, and like raise the coolest kids ever.
Yes.
Like we both just want like a solid family, and we're both family oriented. We love people and family and stuff.
I would definitely say financial freedom, passive income, and leveraging our time to spend with our family.
And loving your wife and buying new puppies.
Zoe R 2005, where did you guys grow up? So I grew up in Olympia, Washington, where I currently live.
I was in Wisconsin for the first 5 years of my life and then moved to Washington. What are you most excited and most nervous for in marriage? I'm most excited to just get to live together. Yeah. That'll be nice. And then nervous for?
I think when we start to have kids, I'm kind of nervous for like, this is like way down the road. I'm kind of nervous to like not raise them correctly, and then they, you know, like that's just kind of, I feel like, because it's like your total responsibility for your kid.
I always say this, but I'm not afraid to have kids and I'm not afraid to raise kids. I'm afraid of not sleeping, which is all I ever hear from moms, is that you don't get any sleep. And I'm like, that's like the main thing that keeps me from wanting to wait a long time. J_house_34 said, do you guys plan on having kids right away after marriage or wait a while?
No.
There's 2 questions there, but wait a while. So we just want to get our businesses like in a rhythm before we involve kids.
Kara Ashley, how do you stay motivated on the days where you feel like doing nothing, aka sleeping?
I would just say you have to have a why, which it's such a common thing people say, but if you have no reason why you have a certain goal, you're not gonna have the push to want to keep going. If your reason is that you want your family to have financial security one day or something like that, then every day you wake up and you don't feel motivated, you're gonna think about your why, and you're like, oh, well, I need to work because I want that.
You have to have a goal every day and try to get better at something. I feel like that's what pushes you and motivates you.
Did you guys find you spend too much time together after doing long distance for so long? No.
No.
I actually, like, it feels like a lot, which is almost nice because we're so used to having literally only a couple days a month before this, that like any time we spent together was really nice. We see each other every day for the most part, not every day, but pretty much, and it's usually only for a few hours.
Kylie Thomas 3, would you guys ever move out of Washington? We've talked about this a couple times, but I think in the future we would be open to it, but right now, probably within the next 5 years, no.
Emily Tolbert 81, when is the right time to say I love you to your significant other? How do you know? I think you know when you feel it. Like the right time is whenever you feel it, because I said it to him first, and I know it's like common for the guy to say it first, and that's why I didn't say it, and I knew it for like a week before I said it. But I felt like it was selfish of me to hold that from him if I knew it. So I think as soon as you feel that, you need to just tell the person.
Becca Gaines 13, what qualities does Garrett bring out in you and vice versa? The best qualities?
Lame. I bring out your fun side.
Yeah, I'm pretty mild-mannered. Taylor brings out my fun side.
When we started dating, my favorite thing about him was how weird he was and like goofy and stuff. No, in a good way. No. Do you remember when your mom said this in the beginning of us dating? She was like, I've never seen him be so goofy with anyone else. And she's like, he's normally really serious. And I was like, Garrett, he's not serious. And she's like, no, he normally is. I think you bring out my soft side. Because I'm like...
even each other out.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because I kind of like can be an a-hole, but like I'm not trying. I'm not very sensitive, and so I automatically assume other people aren't either. So I say things that are kind of not nice. When I was single, I kind of like acted like I didn't need anybody. I was like that girl, but he brings out my soft side.
Is premarital counseling something you two would consider? Is it important? Yes, we would consider it because we're actually going to do it.
Gabby.Brizzy said, how did you know each other was the one? In a lot of relationships, I feel like it's super common, and I even had done it in past relationships, so I get it. You kind of feel like you have to impress them and like be a certain person for them to like you, and like you're constantly fighting for their attention. That shouldn't be a thing. I just knew that I needed to marry him. And I wanted to, because we were like fully ourselves before we even started dating, and I like was obsessed with him,
I was obsessed.
Yeah, and I like wasn't trying to.
Before we were even dating.
Before we were dating, because we were really close friends, and so we told each other everything. We were super weird. We talked about everything, like literally no boundaries. We talked about everything.
Everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd never been so comfortable with someone. So I think if you like can fully be yourself with someone, that's the most important thing. Everything else you guys can figure out.
You nailed that.
I nailed it.
Wow, that's like whistling into my soul.
Kendall Hefner said, what is one habit saying that you picked up from the other person?
What have I picked up from you?
Basically.
Basically. We say it a lot.
Oh, you hate me?
Oh, you hate me.
Like if I'm telling a story to someone and they don't respond, I'm like, oh, you hate me? Did your personality just die?
How long have you guys been together? By Shayla Rosella. I don't even know.
What is it right now? August
19th.
We started dating in June.
It's almost a year and 2 months.
Are you changing your last name from Celine.0217? Yes. Taylor Terrell.
Isn't that crazy?
TNT. I know, it's crazy. You know what I'm most excited about besides marrying him, obviously? I hate signing Christianson on all my receipts. It takes forever. I spell it wrong every time. Me and my sister's goal growing up always was to marry someone with a shorter last name, so I did it.
Me. Ava Perrin, is YouTube something you guys plan on investing time into for a long time? I would say yeah. It's not gonna be our main thing that we do, but we're definitely gonna, because we enjoy it, so we're definitely gonna do it for a while.
It's super fun, we enjoy it. Second of all, it's a good opportunity and there's a lot of potential to grow in it and get opportunities from it. So it would be silly not to pursue it. He's serious about his business, I'm serious about my business. YouTube is honestly second to those things, so we'll keep doing it, but it's never gonna be the full focus. Kimmy Sannard said, how were you guys when you first met each other compared to now?
Pretty dang similar. I mean, not a whole lot has changed from like the day we first met.
I think we've grown a lot. We've had a lot of really, like you guys see like the pretty stuff, but we've had a lot of really hard conversations in the past year that like are good. They've been really hard and we've been through a lot, and we've been through a lot of like crazy life stuff together too. As far as like us interacting, we're the same because we were best friends before we started dating. I'm not as stubborn as I was a year ago. I'm still stubborn, but I'm not as stubborn. He is more patient than when we started dating.
Very.
He was pretty impatient at first, and now he's gotten a lot better.
Jillian Matsky, are you both the same age? I'm 22 and she's 23.
Cougar. Taylor Schaefer said, what's your guys' favorite type of date night? Getting food, staying in, shopping, etc. We like mixing it up because we really do like trying new things and getting out and like doing dance lessons or exploring a new city or a helicopter ride. Like we've done really cool things, but also some of my favorite memories are like if we get pizza and we watch a movie. A Krebs 29, name one date idea that you have always wanted to do but haven't yet. I have one. It's really random. Like I've always wanted to dress up fancy and go to the symphony and dinner.
That'd be cool. I would want to go to like Canada or something for a weekend. That's something we haven't done yet.
Ava Grace 52 said, how did y'all meet? We went to the same elementary school.
Yeah.
There you go. He was a year younger. We weren't like friends, but we knew each other.
Yeah.
It was a small school, so everyone knew everyone.
Yeah.
I never talked to him. I was kind of friends with one of your friends, but I always thought Garrett was like, I didn't really use the word hot when I was young, but I always thought he was like the cutest boy, but he never talked to me, and he thought the same thing, but we just never talked to each other because I was a grade older. I was scary or whatever. We went to different high schools. Someone asked that question too. I went to a school called River Ridge High School in LACEY, Washington.
And I went to Tumwater in Tumwater, Washington.
So we knew of each other. We had a lot of mutual friends. Most of my friends from school went to his school, and I didn't know anyone at my school. Yeah, fast forward in time, we somehow reconnected after high school, and then here we are. We have like a cool history because, I don't know, thinking back to like elementary school. I said that weird.
Elementary school?
Like I would have never thought that we would get married.
I know.
It's just so
That's
random.
Wild. It blows my mind.
I saw him too. Every like sports activity, like in high school, we'd walk by each other all the time.
Football, baseball, basketball.
And like we knew each other well enough to be like, hey, but like that was it.
So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want us to do a video. We will talk it over and most likely do it because we're running out of
Talk it
video.
over with our managers, with our lawyer, with our mom and dad, with our grandma and grandpa.
Esthetician.
Gynecologist.
You better not be talking to one.
Okay, thank you for watching my video. See you next time.